What is up, Tress Troop? It is Tress to Impress, and I'm Biggity BACK back with another video. In today's video, I am going to be making a fried catfish dinner, so stay tuned and cook with me. I'm going to start off with a salad so that it can be chilled before serving. Remember that leftover corn from the stuffed bell peppers that I made? Well, I'm bringing that back with another can of sweet white corn, and then I'm going to chop up my veggies for the salad. Now, if you missed the burrito stuffed bell peppers, then you need to make sure you go back on my page, find the video, and save that recipe as well. It was so yummy. The bell peppers were basically a taco inspired stuffed pepper, so muy delicioso. Now for these cucumbers, I am not peeling off all of the skin of the cucumbers, just half of it, because I kind of like my skin on, and then I'm going to slice them and then dice them. The name of the game is to get the cucumbers as small as my pieces of corn so that everything in the salad has a nice even bite to it. These cucumbers are seedless, but when I use seeded cucumbers for this particular salad, I do scoop the seeds out of the center. I like for the texture of this salad to be clean and crisp because we are going to drench this in a salad dressing. So we're going to dump our cucumbers in our bowl with our corn. And now I'm going to move on to my bell peppers. I'm going to cut a bell pepper in half, gut it, and go ahead and slice it and dice it just like I did with the cucumber. I got this damp towel under the cutting board tip from one of my girlfriends over on the Clock app. So if you are not already following me over there, then make sure you go find Tress to Impress over there and click that follow button and keep up with your girl. But it does help out a lot. It keeps the cutting board from moving around on the countertop just like she told me it would. Now I'm going to go ahead and dump my bell peppers into my bowl with my other ingredients, and I'm going to get started on my tomatoes. Now the tomatoes are my least favorite part to cut up, but they are most important to the salad in my opinion. They add the sweetness and then they add that pop of color. Now if you don't like tomatoes and you want to make this salad, then you can always do a red bell pepper to also give that pop of color, or figure out another ingredient for a cold salad that you do like that will add the pop of color, maybe a carrot, I don't know. But I'm using tomato, and I like to scoop all of the guts out of the tomato before I dice them. So I slice them, scoop the guts out, and then dice them. Because once again, I like for this salad to have more of a crisp texture than a slimy-ish texture. Gross. So we're gutting the tomatoes, and then we're going to put all of our diced tomatoes in our bowl, and then I'm adding green onion. The green onion flavor is perfect, but I don't really like raw onions very much, so I only use a tiny amount. So I'm using one stalk literally for this size salad, y'all. And then once I get to the white part of the onion, I save that for cooking. Not only put the green part in the salad, then I'm adding fresh ground black pepper, and then I'm going to add the salad dressing. Now the salad dressing is the star of the show. It really sets it off. It's creamy Italian, and I cannot find the salad dressing at every grocery store that I go to. So whenever I do see it, I just buy it and keep it in my pantry for when I want this salad. But this is the perfect summer salad. You toss it. You can use as much or as little salad dressing as you like. I really hope you try it out, and then we are going to cover it with plastic wrap and sit it in the fridge to chill for about 30 minutes before serving. Also, this meal is a bit of a meal prep as well, so stay tuned to the end if you want to see me putting the food into the containers and what I'm going to put in the fridge and what I'm going to prep fresh for this meal each day. Now, remember I said this was a catfish dinner, so that was our cold side, and now it's time to do our hot side. So the corn salad, it's kind of like in the place of maybe like a coleslaw that you would normally eat with a fried catfish. And then I'm doing black beans and rice. And y'all, this is just a pre-packaged, pre-seasoned black beans and rice. You add 2.5 cups of water. You mix in all of the rice and the beans and the seasonings with 2 tablespoons of margarine, and then you let it boil. And once it comes to a boil, you take it down to low, and that's pretty much it. Now, this is my catfish. I dried it off. I'm adding in just straight cornmeal and then some seasoned salt. Now, is this the way my elders taught me to make catfish and bread catfish? No, it's not. This is my lazy, I've been being a mom all day and I'm tired and I'm ready to go to bed way of breading my catfish. So mind your business how you bread your catfish, and I'm gonna mind my business how I bread my catfish. But if you're a tired mom like I am and you're ready to go to bed, maybe you'll like my method. Now, my cast iron skillet is already ready with some oil that I previously used to fry. I think this is peanut oil. And I'm going to go ahead and lay my fillets in. The third fillet just barely wouldn't fit, so I didn't want to overcrowd. When you're frying, never overcrowd your pan so that everything can cook evenly and you can flip your fish without messing it up. Once the fish turned brown and kind of crispy on the first side, I went ahead and flipped it over to the second side to cook. And I like my fish extra crispy. I'm sure y'all noticed when I first dropped that fish in the pan, it wasn't really frying like it should. You want your fish to really fry when you first drop it in so that your fish is actually cooking on the outside and crisping on the outside and not just soaking up oil. I did the little bamboo stick test and it looked like my oil was ready, but apparently not. So I just went with the flow, but you can see right before I pulled the fish out of the grease, it was frying fast like it should. And now I'm ready to plate. Can we please have a round of applause for the fish? Look at that crispy golden brown piece of fish. I did that. You see how that fish is standing up on the side of that bowl all by itself, and then we got the black beans and rice seasoned down, and we got the corn salad, and the fish is just cornmeal and seasoned salt, and that's it. It doesn't get any easier than that. And then I went ahead and portioned out my leftovers and packed them up for the fridge. Hubby likes the meat or the main part of the entree to be cooked fresh each day. So that's why y'all see me kind of making a lot of the sides and prepping the sides, and then only making enough protein for the meal that we're having on that one day. Now, me personally, I'm a leftover girl, so it really doesn't matter what it is for me. Even if it's fried catfish, I will eat down on some leftovers. But everybody has their preferences. I know some people don't like leftovers, and maybe if you're a person like that, you would like this method. This allows you to be able to portion control and prep your sides and still have part of your meal be fresh every day. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and cooking and meal prepping and supporting the channel. So make sure, if you're not already subscribed, that you subscribe before you leave here. Don't forget to save this video so that you can come back to these recipes. Like, comment, subscribe, and share out this video. See you in the next one.